I'm glad to welcome into the studio Kate Geiger and Gian Pagnucci. Kate, the Indiana Free Library. John, on the library board and also a member of the IUP faculty as English professor, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
That's right. So you know books.
We do.
You know books. Hey, In the Stacks is coming up, Kate.
It is. We're really excited to be back in the library right now because we were away from the library for 2 years due to the construction that was going on, and now everything is open and operational, and we're going to be back in, and we want people to come in and see it because it looks really good.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me when, and obviously we know the where.
Obviously we know the where. Yes, it's October 25th, so it's Friday night, and it's 6:30 to 8:30, and we are just really excited to have, lots of good things going on there. Would you like to know about them?
I would like to know all about them.
Okay. It's a great event. We serve wine and beer this year, and a lot of hors d'oeuvres. We have about 45 restaurants all around Indiana who support the library by giving us or donating a plate of hors d'oeuvres. So we've got a real smorgasbord, and that's a great thing. So we've got that, and we've got live music. Grist from the Mill is coming, so we're excited about that. And they've come to the library and done that for us before, and they're just a wonderful band, so we're excited about that too.
Sure.
We've got all kinds of things going on too. There's a silent auction, and we've got quite a number of items that have been donated from area artists and some of our local merchants. And
number of paintings. There'll be some gift baskets. And actually, you can come in starting on Monday. Those will be on display. You can get get an early bid in if you'd like, and then we'll be taking more bids Friday night. So,
there you go. Yeah.
Also, we should mention it's only $35. It's a real bargain, and all that money goes to support the library. People can register; they can come in and register night of the event, but you can also call the library and just get your name on the list and pay when you get there, or stop by the library and get yourself a ticket.
Yeah. There you go.
Very good. Yeah.
What else is going to be going on that night? Because I know that it's more than just a social occasion. I mean,
it is. Yeah, and we're really anxious to show off or showcase the library.
Yeah.
So one of the activities at 7 and 7:30, we're going to tour people through the children's department. If they haven't seen it, it's just really something to see. So we've got a whole different setup and arrangement in the children's department. We have a new story room that is really awesome. The kids are just really enjoying it. And we have a special craft area and a technology area that has a lot of good options for kids. We know that when they head off to school, it helps them to have some basic technology or an understanding of technology before they get there.
Yeah.
It's really a part of literacy. And for their future success, that's a really good option for them. So we have some good things in the children's department for that.
They're fantastic. You really have to see them. They're these Crayola workstations. They're computer workstations. They look like big crayons, and it's super bright. So that's one thing I think so many people in Indiana, if you have kids, you've been in, maybe to see the children's department. But if you haven't been back in a while, after the construction, it just looks fantastic.
Yeah.
That's true.
We obviously we were sitting right across from the library watching all of that construction go on for so long. I know you as a board member, John, you must be thrilled that that's all done and the place looks so great inside.
Yeah. Well, and that was all, support from grants that we had. Senator Don White and Representative Dave Reed had, helped, were instrumental in getting that funding. So it's just fantastic. The whole place is transformed. The structure is great too, like the bricks on the side, all taken care of, that kind of stuff. But you really have to come and see it, which is one reason we want people to come to Evening in the Stacks. It just looks fantastic. And you sort of I know the first time I walked in, I thought, wow, after all that work, it just looks amazing to come in and see it. It's just really been transformed.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kate, of course, you're there every day. when the library was going through all of this, you were open as much as you could be. There were times when one area would have to close or another area would have to close.
Yes, we did a lot of moving and shifting around, and
a lot of dust.
A lot of dust and noise and the things that are normal and common in construction projects. And we did have to close for a bit, but that was because they were working with the main service area, and it really wasn't possible to change that function to another part of the library. So we did, we were closed for a few months, but we tried to stay open as much as possible. I mean, really, the construction project was going on for almost 2 years. So, and that it did take longer because we really focused on trying to stay open and be available for the public.
Yeah.
So,
one of the things about that is anytime any facility or service is unavailable to folks, it takes a while for them to sort of get back into the habit.
It does.
And to reacquaint themselves.
Right.
That's what this evening is
that's
about.
another, right,
exactly
absolutely.
what we want them to do.
Yeah, we want people to know we've been back open for business for a while now. All the services are available. But also, I think it's important for listeners to know, the support. We still need a lot of support. We provide all kinds of services to the public. There's the whole children's area, computers that are used constantly, people looking for work, people needing internet access, working on research projects. My son Lachlan was in there just the other day doing a research project and saying, "Oh, we could use even more computers in here."
Yeah.
Just for him,
exactly. That's what he thought. But just that support. So the Evening in the Stacks, all those dollars help support the library. Pay for the staffing, pay for the collections, provide all those services. So, and at only $35, it's a super bargain. A fun night. I like to tell people, a chance to dress up a little bit. There's live music, all kinds of good food, wine, beer, and a lot of support. So we'll have the IUP Culinary School will be there making appetizers for us. They always do a fantastic job. And then, of course, all the area restaurants. Our neighbor on 9th Street Deli is providing stuff, and all kinds of people throughout the town. So just fantastic event.
And then after all the hors d'oeuvres and the culinary school, we also have some desserts made by the New Century Club, and Commonplace Coffee House comes and does a coffee bar for us. It's really a community event because so many people pull together and make this happen, and we like to pull in as much of the community as possible to be a part of that. And
in that sense, it becomes a thank you event too.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It is very much so. Yeah.
There'll be IUP English majors there helping to serve, and students from IUP's Honor College, but also lots of local celebrities, if you will, local politicians will be there. The president of IUP's been there in the past, the mayor. All kinds of local people who just are important to the community and like to come out and support the library.
Yeah. Did they get a grade for this?
Grade. They like to help the community. I think that's one of the important things. IUP students love to help out. Yeah. So, yep.
Didn't threaten their midterms.
No, it won't affect their midterm grades.
No, but it is a real community experience, and we do use this to raise support for the library, and just so people know, just like public radio and public television, public libraries raise a significant amount of support from. We have our donor support is probably about a third of our income, so we really rely on that, and that's a great way for people to come out and be a part of it.
I know that you are very much reliant upon things like the annual drive.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
And how important that is to you.
Yes.
Because things don't get cheaper in today's day and age.
Not at all. Books. I think sometimes people don't realize, like digital books, which there's a great collection available through the library website, but those cost as well. So all that stuff comes at a price, and that's how we provide those services. It's good to know, again, we should remind listeners, this is going to be Friday, October 25th, 6 to 8:30. You can come the night of. And another thing to know, and lots of people do this, if you want to support the library, you can buy a star. So we have stars hanging throughout the library.
About them. Yeah.
So the idea is there's silver stars and gold stars. I think silver stars are only $50, right?
Silver are $50 and gold are $100.
Yeah. And what people do is, often they might, maybe it's a couple, or you might put your kids on there. people like to commemorate a loved one who's passed, or just a lot of local businesses will buy a star just to show they support the library too. So that's a great. Even if you can't go to the event, you can come in and purchase a star, and we hang those. The board we're hanging a ton of stars just last night. So yep, and all that money again supports the library.
Yeah.
And they look beautiful, and they stay in the library to the end of the year. It's not just for the event.
Oh, good.
So people can continue to purchase the stars even after the event, just to show their library support.
Yeah,
and as you can see from here, the thermometer for our annual fund hasn't hit the top yet.
Yeah,
so
we're still working.
We're still going to keep
work
working
to do.
on that
That's
to the end of the year, and the stars really help. Yes.
Yeah. Well, maybe this event will sort of raise that temperature a little bit.
That's right.
That's what we're hoping.
The temperature goes down, and the air temperature as we get toward the end.
Yeah,
of the year.
winter here practically.
We want that to go up.
Yeah.
That would be a good thing. All right. So very good. Folks need to make reservations. No.
You can sign up the night of, but
just
call the library if you want. That's probably the easiest thing. Call and get your name on, then you have your spot.
Yeah.
And then we know you're coming. That would be great.
Yes, we anticipate 220, and if we get much beyond that, we're going to have to limit reservations. But right now, there's still plenty of spots open, so people can just call and make a reservation, and then pay when they come through the door.
Yeah, Kate, I wanted to ask you, and I've wanted to ask you this for a while.
Okay.
When the construction was finally done, and you were finally able to put that place back together, it had to have taken some tremendous people hours, and I know that a lot of people had to come together to help you to do that.
We had lots of good volunteers, and our staff did an awful lot. In their off time, it wasn't off. We had a lot of things to do behind the scenes to move things around the library, get the furniture back where it goes. All of that.
Dust the books.
Yeah, a lot of dusting. Every surface in the building really had to get cleaned. So they did a lot above and beyond, and they did a great job.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure we saluted them before.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, well, you've got a great board that is helping you to do all of this. John, you're a part of that board.
Yeah, we just had a meeting last night, so there's about 10 of us there, just working away. But especially the planning committee has been working for weeks now. All the little details, ice for the water, and who's getting
lots of details.
Right, who's picking up what food where. All these donations come in, but board members are all over town getting those. It's great because it's really the whole community supporting the library, which is just fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's another. I think the other thing that's great when you live in a place like Indiana, to come out to this kind of event, just see people from the community who support learning and literacy. It's just a great chance to show you want that kind of to live in that kind of town.
Absolutely.
Yes.
IndianaFreeLibrary.org.
.org.
The event is happening next Friday night.
Yes.
And it's at what time?
6 to 8:30.
6 to 8:30.
And only $35.
There you go.
A bargain.
Folks, there you go. What a great night. In the stacks at the Indiana Free Library.
Best party in town.
There you go. Kate Geiger, Gian Pagnucci, thanks for being with us.
Thanks. We appreciate you having us on.
Thank you very much.
The voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160 and 101.1 FM.